What is a hack? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'm actually working on something right now that could be considered to be a hack. I had a shop vac that died. Here's the motor out of it. It's too expensive to just replace this. It was actually cheaper to get a whole new one. I didn't want to ruin my new one, so I was going to put a dust collecting system in between the work and the vacuum. You can buy one of these cyclonic collectors, but a shop vac already does this. When it channels air into the container, it cycles that air down into the bottom. And so I basically took this motor out, blocked it up, I did a few other things, and now it's my cyclonic collector between my vac and my work. Maybe it's a hack. Some other things might not be necessarily clearly labeled a hack. One that got a lot of attention in my videos was where I took a 1/4-inch piece of plywood like this, that's relatively inflexible, curve cut it, and now you can bend it. This technique is not a hack. It's a time-honored method that's useful in many applications. But there are other ways to bend wood, right? You can heat and steam this wood, put it in a jig, bend it, let it dry out and reharden, and that's an excellent way to bend wood. That's how you make fine furniture. For example, an Ames chair is built like that. You wouldn't want to use this technique. There's also bendy plywood, where instead of the layers alternating in direction, they all go the same way, so it's flexible. I used this in an application where I could have readily used bendy wood, or I could have certainly steamed it, but this was the most cost-effective and quickest way to do it. Was that a hack? Another one of my videos that has received a lot of comment is where I bent PVC pipe. I filled this with hot sand, it softens from the inside out, and you can readily make these perfect curves. People in the electrical and plumbing trades said, try doing that on a job site. The point is how do you bend PVC into a perfect curve for any application? Not necessarily plumbing or electrical work. I use it for my builds. Would you apply that in a commercial setting? I don't know, there might be codes against it. You don't need any expensive equipment to do this. The sand itself is incredibly inexpensive and everyone has a pot. You can heat it up on the stove, you can heat it in the oven. It's a cost-effective way to do something. Is that a hack? Back in the day, it was universally used as a negative. When you did a hack job, it meant you weren't taking the time to learn the right way to do things, or you were taking shortcuts, or you were being dangerous, or all of the above. But today, a hack can be a good thing. It can be a sign of ingenuity, finding novel solutions to challenging problems. You want to achieve an outcome, and you have knowledge, you have skills, you have methods, you have tools at your disposal, whatever they are. And if you can combine all those to achieve that outcome, I would say that's a success. Anyone who wants to discourage you because you're not doing it the right way, or you're doing it in an alternative way that is not commonly accepted, they're being gatekeepers. They're not trying to help. I just say, who cares if it's a hack or not? Just keep making.